Picture this. It's 2:30 in the morning. You're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. Your lower back is aching. Your hips feel like they're locked in a vice. You toss to one side. You turn to the other. Nothing works. You've tried the warm milk. You've tried the melatonin. You've even tried counting sheep until you ran out of sheep to count. But here's what nobody has told you. The reason you can't sleep has nothing to do with your mattress, your pillows, or your bedtime routine. There is a hidden muscle buried deep inside your body, a muscle most doctors never even mention, and right now, tonight, it is silently stealing your sleep. And the craziest part? Releasing it takes just 90 seconds. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change the way you sleep starting tonight. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we focus on practical, easy to understand health information specifically for adults over 60. No gimmicks. No complicated medical lectures. Just real advice that can genuinely improve your quality of life. Now, today's topic is one that I am truly passionate about because it affects millions of seniors every single night, and almost nobody is talking about the real reason why. We're talking about sleep, or more accurately, the lack of it. According to the National Institute on Aging, nearly half of all adults over 60 report difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep on a regular basis. Half. That means if you're watching this and struggling with sleep, you are absolutely not alone. But here's where it gets interesting. Most sleep advice out there focuses on things like reducing screen time, keeping your bedroom cool, avoiding caffeine after noon. And yes, all of that matters. But what if I told you that for a huge number of people over 60, the real sleep thief isn't in your bedroom at all? It's inside your body. It's a muscle you've probably never heard of. And once you understand what it does and how to release it, everything can change. The muscle I'm talking about is called the psoas. That's spelled Psoas, but pronounced Psoas. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what it is, why it's ruining your sleep, and how to release it in just 90 seconds before bed. Let's dive in. So let's start with the basics. What on earth is this muscle, and why have you probably never heard of it? The psoas is one of the deepest muscles in your entire body. It's tucked away behind your organs, deep inside your core. It starts at your lower spine, around your 12th thoracic vertebra, which is roughly at the bottom of your rib cage, and it runs all the way down through your pelvis to attach to the top of your thigh bone, your femur. Think of it as a thick, rope-like muscle that connects your upper body to your lower body. It's the only muscle in your body that does this. The only one. That makes it incredibly important. Now, the psoas has several critical jobs. It helps you walk. It helps you stand up from a chair. It stabilizes your spine. It supports your posture. But here's the job that matters most for today's conversation. The psoas is directly connected to your nervous system. Specifically, it's connected to something called the sympathetic nervous system, which is your body's fight or flight response. Let me put that in simple terms. When you feel stressed, anxious, or threatened, your body tightens the psoas. It's an automatic, primal response. Your body is literally preparing you to either run from danger or curl up and protect yourself. And the psoas is at the center of that response. Now here's the problem. For many of us over 60, decades of sitting, stress, emotional tension, surgeries, falls, and simply the wear and tear of living, all of that causes the psoas to become chronically tight, permanently contracted, locked in a shortened position. And your body doesn't know the difference between a psoas that's tight because a lion is chasing you and a psoas that's tight because you've been sitting in a recliner for 6 hours. Either way, your nervous system gets the same signal. Danger. Stay alert. Don't relax. Don't sleep. Are you starting to see the connection? Many seniors I talk to say something like, I feel tired, but when I lie down, my body just won't relax. That, my friend, is very often a tight psoas talking. Your body is stuck in a state of low-grade alarm, and it doesn't even know it. Now let's talk about exactly how this hidden muscle destroys your sleep. Because it doesn't just affect you in one way. It attacks your rest from multiple angles. And once you understand these, so many things are going to start making sense. Number 1, it causes lower back pain when you lie down. This is the big one. Have you ever noticed that your lower back feels fine during the day, maybe a little stiff, but the moment you lie flat in bed, it starts aching? Maybe it even feels like your back is arching off the mattress and you can't get it to flatten? That's a classic sign of a tight psoas. When you lie down, a shortened psoas pulls on your lumbar spine, creating an exaggerated curve in your lower back. This puts pressure on your spinal discs, your joints, and the small muscles along your spine. The result? A dull, nagging ache that makes it nearly impossible to get comfortable. Many seniors end up stacking pillows under their knees or sleeping in a recliner just to cope. Sound familiar? If it does, type, "That's me" in the comments. I bet you'll be surprised how many people share your experience. Number 2, it triggers hip pain and stiffness. Because the psoas attaches to the top of your thigh bone, when it's chronically tight, it pulls on your hip joint. This can create a deep, aching sensation in the front of your hip or even in your groin area. At night, when your body is trying to settle down and relax, this tension becomes more noticeable. You might find yourself constantly shifting your legs, unable to find a position that doesn't create pressure on your hips. And here's something many seniors don't realize. That hip pain you're feeling might not be arthritis at all. It could be your psoas. I'm not saying to ignore your doctor's diagnosis, but I am saying that a tight psoas can mimic hip arthritis symptoms almost perfectly. And the difference matters because a tight muscle can be released. That's good news. Number 3, it restricts your breathing. Now this one surprises people. What does a hip muscle have to do with breathing? Well, remember, the psoas connects to your lower spine, right near your diaphragm, that large dome-shaped muscle that controls your breathing. When the psoas is chronically tight, it can actually restrict the movement of your diaphragm. The result? Shallow breathing. And shallow breathing keeps your nervous system in that fight or flight mode we talked about. Your body can't shift into the deep, slow breathing pattern that signals it's time to sleep. You might not even realize your breathing is shallow. It's subtle, but your body knows. And it keeps you awake because of it. Number 4, it keeps your nervous system on high alert. I touched on this earlier, but it deserves its own point because it's that important. The psoas is sometimes called the muscle of the soul by body workers and physical therapists. That might sound a little dramatic, but there's real science behind it. The psoas is surrounded by a dense network of nerves that connect directly to the part of your brain responsible for fear, anxiety, and stress responses. When the psoas is tight, it sends a constant, low-level signal to your brain that says, something is wrong. Stay vigilant. Your brain listens. It increases cortisol, your stress hormone. It keeps your heart rate slightly elevated. It prevents you from entering the deep, restorative stages of sleep that your body desperately needs. So you might fall asleep eventually, but you wake up feeling exhausted because your body never truly rested. It was on guard duty all night long. Number 5, it creates a cycle of tension that gets worse over time. And this is the truly cruel part. A tight psoas causes poor sleep. Poor sleep increases stress and inflammation in your body. Stress and inflammation cause the psoas to tighten even further, which causes even worse sleep. And the cycle just keeps spiraling. This is why so many seniors tell me, my sleep has gotten worse and worse over the years, and I don't know why. Well, now you know why. And more importantly, you're about to learn how to break that cycle. Now, before I show you exactly how to release this muscle, I want to pause for just a moment. If you're over 60, or if you're caring for an elderly parent, spouse, or loved one who struggles with sleep, this information could be genuinely life-changing. I don't say that lightly. I say it because I've seen what happens when people finally address this hidden cause of sleeplessness. The relief can be remarkable. So please, do me a favor. If you're finding this helpful, hit that subscribe button right now and tap the bell so you don't miss our future videos. And share this with someone you love who isn't sleeping well. It could make all the difference for them. All right, let's get to the good part. Here's the stretch, the 90-second psoas release. I want to walk you through this very carefully because doing it correctly is what makes it so effective. And the beauty of this stretch is that it's gentle. It's safe. You don't need to be flexible. You don't need any equipment. And you can do it right on your bed, right before you go to sleep. Step 1, a setup. This is called the constructive rest position. Lie down on your back on a firm surface. Your bed works fine, but if your mattress is very soft, you might get better results on a carpeted floor with a yoga mat or folded blanket beneath you. Bend both knees so your feet are flat on the surface, about hip-width apart. Let your arms rest comfortably at your sides or place your hands gently on your belly. Now here's the key. Do absolutely nothing. I mean it. Don't try to flatten your back. Don't try to stretch anything. Just let gravity do the work. Let the weight of your legs gently traction your psoas into a lengthened position. Your lower back may or may not touch the surface. Either way is perfectly fine. Hold this position for about 30 seconds. During this time, focus on slow, deep belly breaths. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Let your belly rise. Breathe out through your mouth for a count of 6. Let everything soften. This position alone begins to signal your psoas that it's safe to let go. You're telling your body, there's no danger. You can relax now. Step 2, the gentle single knee release. After those 30 seconds, slowly draw your right knee toward your chest. Use both hands to hold behind your thigh, not on top of your kneecap. Never pull on the kneecap. Hold behind the thigh. Now, here's the important part. As you hold your right knee toward your chest, let your left foot slowly slide down until your left leg is extended straight out on the surface. Do this very slowly. Take about 5 seconds to straighten that left leg. Can you feel that? That gentle stretch along the front of your left hip and deep in your lower abdomen? That's your psoas. You found it. Don't force anything. Don't push through pain. On a scale of 1 to 10, you want to feel a gentle stretch at about a 3 or 4. No more. This should feel like a release, not a punishment. Hold this position for 30 seconds. Keep breathing deeply. With every exhale, imagine that deep muscle softening just a little bit more. Melting. Letting go. Step 3, switch sides. After 30 seconds, slowly bend your left knee back up. Place your left foot flat on the surface, and then release your right leg. Draw your left knee toward your chest. Hold behind the thigh, and slowly extend your right leg straight out. Same thing. 30 seconds. Deep breathing. Gentle stretch. No forcing. And that's it. That's the full 90 seconds. 30 seconds in constructive rest. 30 seconds on each side. Now let me give you a few important tips to make this even more effective. Tip number 1, do this every single night. Consistency is what makes this work. The first night, you might feel a little something. By the end of the first week, most people report noticeably better sleep. By the end of a month, the results can be truly remarkable. Tip number 2, warmth helps. If you can, take a warm shower or bath before doing this stretch. Warm muscles release more easily. If that's not practical, even placing a warm towel or heating pad over your hip area for 5 minutes beforehand can help. Tip number 3, never bounce or force the stretch. This is not about how far you can go. It's about how much you can let go. There's a big difference. Think of it like coaxing a frightened animal out of hiding. You have to be patient and gentle. Tip number 4, if you have had a hip replacement or recent surgery, please check with your doctor or physical therapist before doing this stretch. For the vast majority of seniors, this is completely safe. But if you've had surgical work on your hips, spine, or abdomen, always get the green light from your healthcare provider first. Tip number 5, pair this stretch with a calming bedtime practice. Some people like to do this stretch while listening to soft music or a guided relaxation. Others simply count their breaths. Whatever helps you wind down, combine it with this stretch for maximum effect. Now, you might be wondering, why is this such a big deal specifically for people over 60? Why does the psoas become such a problem as we age? Great question. There are several reasons. First, we sit more as we get older. Whether it's watching television, reading, eating meals, or riding in a car, the average senior spends a significant portion of the day in a seated position. And every minute you're seated, your psoas is in a shortened position. Over months and years, it adapts to that shortened length. It literally forgets how to fully lengthen. Second, we accumulate stress over a lifetime. The psoas stores emotional and physical tension. Decades of worry about finances, family, health, loss, all of that gets held in this muscle. It sounds almost too simple to be true, but there is growing research supporting the connection between emotional stress and chronic psoas tension. Third, other muscles weaken with age. As your core muscles, glute muscles, and hip stabilizers naturally lose strength over time, the psoas has to pick up the slack. It works harder than it should, which means it tightens further. And fourth, many common health conditions that affect seniors, things like osteoarthritis, spinal stenosis, and even digestive issues, can be aggravated by or confused with a tight psoas. This means that some seniors are treating symptoms without ever addressing the underlying muscle tension that's contributing to their problems. I want to share something with you. I hear from viewers all the time, wonderful people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who tell me they had given up on ever sleeping well again. They thought it was just part of getting older, something they had to accept. It's not. Poor sleep is not a mandatory part of aging. Yes, sleep patterns change as we age. That's normal. But chronic insomnia, constant pain at night, and waking up exhausted every morning, that is not something you have to live with. And sometimes, the solution is simpler than anyone ever told you. Sometimes it's a 90-second stretch. Now, while the Psoas release is incredibly powerful, I want to give you a few additional tips that work beautifully alongside this stretch to help you get the best sleep of your life. Keep a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, thrives on consistency. This becomes even more important after 60 because your circadian rhythm naturally becomes more fragile with age. Watch your evening fluids. I know you've heard this before, but it bears repeating. Try to reduce your fluid intake in the 2 hours before bed. Nighttime bathroom trips are one of the most common sleep disruptors for seniors. You don't need to dehydrate yourself, just be strategic about when you drink. Get morning sunlight. This is one of the most underrated sleep tips in existence. Spending just 15 to 20 minutes in natural morning sunlight helps reset your circadian rhythm and boost your body's production of melatonin later that evening. Step outside with your morning coffee. Sit on the porch. Walk to the mailbox. It makes a real difference. Keep your bedroom cool and dark. Your body temperature naturally drops when it's time to sleep. A room that's too warm fights against this process. Aim for somewhere between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit if possible. And use blackout curtains or a sleep mask to block light. Limit naps to 20 minutes. I know. Naps are wonderful, and I'm not saying to eliminate them. But long afternoon naps, especially after 3 p.m., can make it significantly harder to fall asleep at night. If you need a nap, keep it short and early in the afternoon. Move your body during the day. Gentle exercise like walking, swimming, tai chi, or chair yoga helps tire your body in a healthy way and reduces the stress hormones that keep you awake at night. Even 20 minutes of gentle movement can improve sleep quality dramatically. And as a bonus, regular movement also helps keep your psoas from tightening up during the day. Address anxiety and worry. Many seniors lie awake at night worrying about health, about family, about finances, about the future. If this is you, consider starting a simple journaling practice before bed. Write down 3 things that went well today and 3 things you're grateful for. This redirects your mind away from worry and toward peace. It sounds simple, but research consistently shows that gratitude journaling before bed improves both sleep quality and sleep duration. Now, I do want to mention a few warning signs that indicate your sleep problems might need professional medical attention. Because while a tight psoas is an incredibly common and overlooked cause of sleep disruption, there are situations where you should absolutely see your doctor. If you snore loudly and your partner notices that you stop breathing during the night, that could be sleep apnea. This is a serious condition that requires medical treatment, and it becomes more common after 60. If you experience restless legs, an irresistible urge to move your legs, especially in the evening, that could be restless leg syndrome, which is also very treatable. If you feel excessively sleepy during the day despite spending enough time in bed, that's worth investigating with your doctor. And if you have significant pain that doesn't improve with gentle stretching and self-care within a couple of weeks, please get it evaluated. Pain is your body's way of communicating, and it deserves to be heard. The Psoas release I taught you today is a wonderful, gentle, evidence-informed tool. But it's not a replacement for medical care when medical care is needed. It's a powerful complement to it. All right, let's bring this all together. Today, you learned about a muscle that most people have never heard of, the psoas. This deep, hidden muscle connects your spine to your legs and is intimately linked to your nervous system and your body's stress response. When the psoas becomes chronically tight from years of sitting, stress, and the natural changes of aging, it can cause lower back pain when you lie down, hip stiffness, restricted breathing, elevated stress hormones, and a nervous system that simply will not let you rest. You learned a simple 90-second stretch that you can do every single night before bed. 30 seconds in constructive rest. 30 seconds releasing each side. Gentle, safe, no equipment needed, no flexibility required. And you learned additional sleep strategies consistent schedules, morning sunlight, cool bedrooms, gentle movement, and addressing nighttime worry that work alongside this stretch to dramatically improve your sleep quality. I want you to try this tonight. Not tomorrow, not next week. Tonight. Set this video as a reminder if you need to, because you deserve good sleep. You deserve to wake up feeling rested and refreshed. You deserve nights that restore you instead of exhaust you. And here's something I truly believe with all my heart. It is never too late to improve your health. It is never too late to feel better. Whether you're 62 or 92, your body still has an incredible capacity to respond, to heal, and to change. You just have to give it the right signals. And sometimes, the right signal is as simple as lying down, breathing deeply, and giving a tired, overworked muscle permission to finally let go. If this video helped you, I need you to do 3 things for me. First, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. We post new videos every week focused specifically on health tips for adults over 60, and I don't want you to miss a single one. Second, share this video right now with someone you love who isn't sleeping well. Send it to your spouse. Send it to your sister. Send it to your best friend. This information is too important to keep to yourself. And third, drop a comment below. Tell me, have you been struggling with sleep? Have you noticed back pain or hip stiffness at night? I read every single comment, and I love hearing from you. Your stories help me create better content and help other viewers realize they're not alone. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for trusting me with your time and your health. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, take care of your body. It's the only one you've got, and it is absolutely worth taking care of.